Someone called me when I was in the middle of speaking. You need to have Clubhouse. So what Clubhouse is basically, I was like, oh, it's not going to be like that helpful, whatever. No, it completely changed the game for me. I've only had it for like a couple days, but it reminds me a lot of like a podcast style, as well as kind of like LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is great if you want to network with people. Most of the people that I have on LinkedIn are either people who have their own businesses or people that I used to go to college with or high school with. And you kind of get to see like what they're doing. But what's great about Clubhouse is that you get to join like these rooms. So I joined a couple of different rooms. I'm in one for, it's just me and some friends of mine who I met on Instagram, and we talk about brand strategy on Instagram. But there's one that I like even better, and it's a TikTok one. So these huge TikTokers, like I think one of the people that spoke in it was like this well-known photographer and videographer on TikTok, and he, no joke, I think has like at least 10 mil. I'm pretty sure more than that by now. And him and a couple other people spoke in it. And they literally give you like free advice. All you need to do is like listen in on the conversation, as long as you like follow it. I know when you first join Clubhouse, it's not open to the public. It is an invite only system, but honestly, it was not that hard for me to get an invite. I think each person that has one needs, they get at least 2 invites. So if you know someone who is an influencer, marketer, whatever, you should be able to get an invite there. You do need to have at least an iPhone. I don't know if it connects with Twitter. I know there's like something with that. And then you also need to have the person who's giving you the invite. They do need to send that through your phone number. So make sure you're not asking random strangers for invites to Clubhouse. That's definitely not the way to go. It does need to be a trusted person, because it will be your personal phone number in order for them to give you the invite, as well as you don't want to get kicked off of Clubhouse if like they get banned, they say something bad. Just rule of thumb. So yeah, Clubhouse, you need to have that app. Like it's been amazing. Like the amount of free advice you can get from people who are killing it. Like, why would you not? Okay, so my next piece of advice after that is think about it as you don't want to get burned out on TikTok. So a lot of people are all like, consistency is so important. Well, when I think of consistency, I try to post at least 3 to 5 times a day. Or how this one guy, Jackson, who I follow him on TikTok for tips, he says like 14 to 15 times a week. Well, that's a lot to a lot of people. You're like, oh my gosh, like how am I ever supposed to post 3 times a day? How am I ever going to post that often? Well, what I like to do is I'll pre-film things. So I literally have like over 20 to 30 drafts like in my TikTok right now. So that way, even if I don't have like anything new that I did to like make the TikTok, I can still space out the content so it's not like all, a spillage of 30 drafts. Like I can space it out and I don't have to do anything for the day because I know that what I posted was still new content. But obviously that don't like post something that was relevant a year ago but isn't relevant anymore, if that makes sense. I try the drafts that I do have. I think the oldest draft that I have was probably made somewhere in late December. So that helps with burnout. If you need to take a break from TikTok, it's completely fine to do so, but try to be consistent with it. So this one is when it comes to, I wrote notes because I'm really bad at memorizing things. When it comes to hashtags, there's some people that don't use hashtags at all, but try not to use like the hashtags that you would think are like big, like FYP, ZYX, blah, blah, blah. Those legitimately do nothing for you. If you're going to use any hashtags, either you could use the feature hashtags that are coming from the sponsored like explore page. Those are usually hashtags from like, you know, a trending product that people like paid to get on there. You can use that, assuming that maybe your content is resonated with that or whatever trend is, you know, big. Or you can use targeted hashtags that have to do with whatever video that you're making. So I like to do, like, I make a lot of food content. So I like to do hashtag mukbang eating show, hashtag food review. If I'm talking about a specific company, I'll do hashtag Trader Joe's, hashtag Walmart, blah, blah, blah. You get the idea. That way, with that traction, my video relates to what they're talking about in the hashtag, so it's not completely randomized. Like FYP, do not use that hashtag because it's so oversaturated by now that your video is not going to rank when you think about it. Okay, so the next thing that I want to talk about is one of the things that TikTokers do when they get viral is, and this is something that you should be doing as soon as you hit 1,000, is go live. But especially go live when you have a video doing well. So say you made a video of you like going thrifting and you see that you're gaining some traction, but at some random time, like say 10 o'clock or whatever, that video just like jumps in views and you're getting so many comments and stuff like that. Literally go on live straight away. Answer some questions. Show where you got the clothes. Because when people get to know like your personality and they get to know you, it's not just based off of that video. They'll be like, oh, that was a nice video. I'm just going to keep scrolling. But if you go on live while you're doing it, not only are you going to get a huge audience of new followers and people who, you know, they want clarification, like, oh, that was a cool shirt that you had in that video. I really want to see like what you did with that. Or I really want to see how that was styled. Or where did you get that? Like, that's why going live is so helpful. So yeah, when I go live, I've been trying to do like once a week. I've been doing lives for PR unboxings and I've been doing lives for mukbangs and taste tests. So far, the audience hasn't been the hugest, but when it comes to just starting out, obviously, if you don't have a whole lot of followers, it's not going to be too huge, but it's still really good to have the followers that you do have be engaged with that content. And I know some people are all like, oh, well, I'm like super shy. I don't really want to go on live. A big tip that I've noticed when it comes to going on live is either have some pre-selected questions like wrote out or have an idea of what you want to say. Or some people, what they do is they'll go on live while they're doing something. Like I've seen people go on live while they're like cooking dinner, while they're doing their makeup. That way that they're still focused on what they're doing and they're not like, you know, not doing anything and it's just awkward. But they still have the audience, you know, in the live for commenting and stuff. So then they can focus on that while still, you know, not being super shy. That helps with gauging kind of where to read the room when it comes to what you're supposed to be talking about. Because if you're going to wait around for someone to be like, oh, like that was cool. I literally had a live where I just showed my PR and I think I had one person comment the entire time. So, but still go live. Like as soon as you hit 1K, I think you should do a celebratory live, really. And let your friends know that you're going live. I'll message my friends, hey, I'm going live in like 10 minutes. Hey, I'm going live like right now. Like they're gonna jump in, assuming they're online. So the next thing that you want to do is you want to make, obviously people want things as easy as possible on TikTok, especially when it's on a viral video. So one of my videos was on a keyboard. and this got like 300,000 views or something like that. So people don't want to go like searching for this. They don't want to like click on a long link. The best way to gain traffic from whatever item that you talked about to the thing that they're looking for is if you put it in like a link tree or a direct link from your TikTok profile to where they're supposed to go. So I had the link in my bio, and then in the video I said, check the link in bio for where you can get this product. That way you're helpful to them and you don't need to answer 100,000 different questions being, where did you get that? Oh my gosh, I want that. That looks cool. And if you're an Amazon affiliate, that's even better because, you know, they'll probably use that. All right, so the next thing that I wanted to talk about is, okay, so this was something that I learned from just trial and error. So when it comes to like your TikTok, I always say the thumbnail, it should be exactly what you're going to be talking about. I also like list, like write out in the thumbnail what I'm talking about. So in the video, I'll have a picture of the keyboard and then I'll have saying, oh, this is such a cool keyboard, or I'll basically summarize what I'm going to be speaking about in the video. Because the thumbnail is the first thing that your viewer is going to see. If the thumbnail is like something that doesn't really pertain or get to the point, like if I made a thumbnail and it was like me, but the video I was talking about was like clothes, but I didn't show the clothes as the thumbnail, you probably would scroll because you think that it's just some random girl talking about whatever. See what I mean? So always make the thumbnail, at least if you're, I mean, it's different if you're like dancing, then the thumbnail would be you, obviously. But if you're talking about a product or you're doing like a cool thing, make the thumbnail that thing. It's seriously that easy. It's surprising to me how many times people don't do that. So then when I watch their video, I have no clue when I first click on it, oh, they're actually like doing a haul. They're talking about this thing. And then the final thing that I'm going to be talking about for growth is, and this is like an interesting thing that I learned specifically from these people in the app that I was talking about, Clubhouse. Yeah, sorry. I'm still getting used to the app, obviously. Is, I don't know who said it, but what they do, and this is so smart. I'm not to the clout that they have, but the fact that they even like said it. Like I said, they give such good free like tips and stuff. Is this dude, he said that he makes an Excel spreadsheet and he takes all of the analytics from his videos, and basically what he does is he takes a look at the views and the statistics. He breaks it down into categories. So like this was a dancing video, or this was a photography video, or whatever. And then he looks at which ones were the best performing in each category, and then he micro analyzes each thing. Like in the video, he's like, oh, well, what are certain commonalities within each of my highest viewed videos? What could I do differently? Why does this one have a lot of views? Or he also uses the website Viral Stat. So what Viral Stat is it's a website where you can click on viral videos. You can type in like people who have viral videos, and basically it's your competition, but you can see their highest viewed videos and see, oh, well, what did they do? Could I replicate it? Could I make something that's like a similar topic, but kind of like get the gist of what they do? And I never thought about like micro-analyzing my TikTok content, but I think that once you do something like that, you can actually find like small commonalities that you might not have thought of before when it comes to what you're going to post. And yeah, so take a look at your statistics. If you don't have a creator account, basically make one. Like everyone should be having one, or a business account, whichever. And figure out what things in your viral videos have in common, or what things worked, what things didn't work, and see if you can apply that to your new content. So that's my tips and tricks. And yeah, join Clubhouse. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day.